Hello and welcome. I'm Chelsea Schwartz.
I'm Yael Teagle.
And this is Streaming Wars, the show that helps you wade through the endless sea of streaming content. And we are getting close to the end of 2020, which means we've done quite a few holiday videos already, but we've got one more left. And it's not the Hanukkah episode. We're not just talking about Hanukkah content. It's now officially Hanukkah, and me and Yael are feeling the spirit, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So our approach for today is we've talked about all of the new content that's coming out on the streaming services. Now we want to talk about our favorite holiday movies, whether they're originals to a streaming service or not, and where you can find them. So Yael, let's start with you, because it's very rare and unique when you've got a Hanukkah or Christmas jam.
Yes, absolutely. I found one of the only Christmas movies that I can say, this is a good message, this is a Christmas movie I like, is Noel on Disney Plus, which is an original that came out when they launched last year. So I've been waiting all year to tell everyone that if you haven't yet seen Noel on Disney Plus, this is definitely one to see. My biggest issue with a lot of Christmas movies is that the story is about how sometimes something happens and Santa can't get presents out, and whatever reason, that's what we need to solve. And to me, as someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas, that is a very obnoxious plot, that like all there is to do is save the holidays with gifts. And Noel takes that story and twists it in a way that makes sense, where it's not about giving gifts, it's about the joy of giving. And I really love it. Also, Anna Kendrick is incredible in it, playing the daughter.
Great with like the doe-eyed innocence that happens in this film.
Yes, and she's playing the daughter of Santa, and it's very, very interesting. I honestly can't stop talking about Noel on Disney Plus.
It is a great film. I rewatched it actually last night, and like the first time I watched it, I immediately was just like, can we get merchandise for all of her outfits, because I need the leggings. Like, she has this incredible selection of Christmas leggings. But I also just like how female empowered this film is, because it also takes the classic story of Santa being a male figure and shows that it's possible for anyone, that dreams can happen for anyone, that anything you want to do is possible. And I like that message too.
Yeah, I really love that also, because it, a lot of, for example, Fred Claus, it's about his brother, and the Santa Claus 3, for example, takes us into this Jack Frost storyline, and it's always about another male. So the idea that we have Noel where it is about a woman is really wonderful.
Awesome. Well, one of my favorites is The Night Before Christmas. Now, this isn't night as in day and night. It's night as in jousting. And it's available on Netflix. And basically there's time travel, there is royalty, there is modern day as well, because we're time traveling, and a classic romantic comedy about finding that what you need is actually sort of inside you, and also about love being the best medicine of all. And so, like, literally, it wraps up everything that I love in a pretty bow. And it stars Josh Whitehouse and Vanessa Hudgens, and I'm a huge fan of Josh from Poldark and Beyond. And I don't know why Vanessa Hudgens just continues to just seem to only do Christmas films right now, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, she is conquering the Christmas romance, her specific little genre of it, which is so cute. She's like, I don't need to fight with Lifetime. I don't need to fight with Hallmark. I have my own little universe, and she's killing it there.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see what she does next, honestly. In terms of other favorites, okay, I have a lot of holiday favorites. Like, let's not lie. This is me. This is my thing. Why can't I find them anywhere?
Yeah, it's weird that like the ones that air every year on TV are not available on streaming platforms.
Yeah, so I'm spending all of this money for Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and HBO Max and Peacock and just this endless amount of streaming services that are now backed by Warner and NBC Universal and Disney and these major studios that own all of these films that I love. Yet I can't find The Holiday, Love Actually, Scrooged, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or if we want to go the Hanukkah route, 8 Crazy Nights. Like, what is going on? Streaming services, why do I have to go to Amazon and pay more money to rent these movies, or get my lazy butt off the couch and put my DVD on? Why?
Yeah, honestly, 8 Crazy Nights is the only Hanukkah movie to exist, and it's only available via Showtime on Hulu. So I have to have Showtime to watch the only Hanukkah movie that is out there.
Yeah, as if they're not getting enough money from all of us. Basically, we thought streaming services, when every studio launched their own platform, would solve this need of like, oh, all of the missing movies that I want to see are available by this package of money I'm constantly giving you every month. And yet I like more and more, I like go to find classic movies from like the 80s that I love, like Cry Baby. Why doesn't anybody have Cry Baby on their streaming service? Or like, I finally gave up when I was looking for all these holiday movies the other day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch Harry Potter because there's Christmas at Hogwarts. And I know Harry Potter moved from HBO Max to Peacock, which having to remember where all these things are moving to all the time, another frustrating point of these services. So I open Peacock. Wait, where did the Harry Potter movies go? And I get on Google and it takes me 15 minutes to find out that even though HBO Max just moved the Harry Potter movies, Warner moved them to NBC Universal for Peacock, they were only there for like 3 weeks and now they're gone again. And they're currently nowhere. You can't watch the Harry Potter movies anywhere. Wasn't this the selling point for HBO Max? Was that you can watch all of the Harry Potter movies? Now they're nowhere, but apparently they're coming back to Peacock at some point in the near future.
Yeah, I think the thing that kills me is that all of the ones you're listing are going to be airing on regular TV. That all of the cord cutters, you cut the cord and they're going, well, now we're going to tell you how you have to come back because that's where we've put these.
But a little secret for them. Haha, you will never get me to return. Haha, anyway. Well, let's talk about what you can find, though, in terms of some of the classics. I have some classic TV episodes that I always love this time of year. I really, and I've talked about it before, I am not a South Park person, but Mr. Hanky's The Christmas Poo episode, which is in season 1, it features A Lonely Jew on Christmas, and that song really resonates with me. So if you've never seen that, or if you are wanting to see it, you can find that on HBO Max. But also, my favorite part of this year is celebrating Chrismukkah. Obviously, I've talked about that before. And Chrismukkah is a phrase that I thought I had coined when I was a kid, but the OC made it a huge thing back in the early 2000s. And you can watch all of the Chrismukkah episodes from every season of the OC on HBO Max.
That's true. Also, if you would like the Holiday Armadillo from Friends, that's obviously going to be on HBO Max.
Yes.
And I believe Peacock has SNL holiday specials, which includes my favorite song of the Jews on Christmas number with the little claymation. So I believe is on Peacock.
I'm sure we can find Adam Sandler doing the Hanukkah song.
At least the first version, yes.
At least. Also, in terms of like celebrating the positives of what you can find, Disney Plus has a great selection of classics. I was like, so if you're looking for the Santa Claus, any of them.
All 3.
Alone. Any of them. The Muppet Christmas Carol, stuff like that. Like Disney Plus actually is like doing their best job to give us classic Christmas movies, whereas no other services.
I also found that the Rugrats Hanukkah special is available on Hulu. If you actually don't know anything about Hanukkah, I recommend the Rugrats Hanukkah special because it explains it very simply. Also, I think it does a better job than 8 Crazy Nights, but that is our only movie, so I'm going to swear by it, and it's the best.
I will never pick apart any of the Hanukkah specials because it's so rare when we get Hanukkah content. I'm just like, thank you, woohoo! Yes. Additionally, Netflix is doing a great job of bringing you your Hallmark Christmas movies. Not the current year, but past years. There's a big collection of all of those Hallmark films available on Netflix. And of course, there is also the massive selection of Netflix original holiday movies, including, if you didn't see it last year, Klaus, this amazing animation. It was one of my favorite films of last year. It actually got nominated for an Oscar as well. I don't remember if it won or not. If you did not see that animation featuring Jason Schwartzman as the lead character, which just makes me happy that a Jew is the lead character of the Klaus movie. I was like, I would go watch that on Netflix. Also, again, you've got more Vanessa Hudgens with The Princess Switch. You have the A Christmas Prince trilogy, Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2, Jingle Jangle. Like, Netflix definitely is a huge source of holiday fun.
Yes, I totally agree. I really did enjoy the second Christmas Chronicles a lot more than I thought I would. I will still stand by my statement that it could have been just about a wizard, and I would have been okay with that. Yeah, that's what's happening. Netflix really is like, hitting it out of the park.
They are. If I can't watch Scrooged, at least I've got Netflix, which I'm just bitter. I just really want to watch Scrooge. So let's be honest. All right. So then there are, of course, constantly new bits of new holiday content coming out. And I did want to highlight two things that are available now on Disney Plus. First, we've got, this is a mouthful, High School Musical, the holiday special. They are doing a great job titling these things for High School Musical. Not. Literally, it was already bad enough that it was High School Musical, the series. Now it's High School Musical, the series, the holiday special. Just no, it's too much. Anyway, the holiday special is very interesting. If you just like a good sing-along, like Disney's been doing those ABC sing-alongs all year, that's basically what this is. The cast isn't really coming together. They practice social distancing. Camera crews were sent to their homes wherever they live. They got to do a little setup with just them in a cute little Christmas decor set dressed area and sing a Christmas song of their choice, and then they interview them to talk about their favorite holiday memories. So it's a nice little warm fuzzies special full of songs from all across the holiday spectrum.
Yeah. Also on Disney Plus is Godmothered. I believe we spoke about it a little bit. I will say this feels like the natural sequel to Enchanted.
Yeah, I keep saying that it's the watered down version of Enchanted. Like, the first 10 minutes of this movie, I was like, oh my God, I'm so in. When they're in like fairyland and like Jane Curtin's there, and I was just like, this is fantastic. And then we get into modern day and it starts to lose me. And it's not that like I wanted to turn it off. It's not that it's bad. It's a cute movie. It's fine. It's just not what I was expecting. It's not original, I feel like. And it literally just felt like a watered down version of Enchanted to me.
That's so funny. I disagree. I really enjoyed this and found it so fun and playful. And I feel like this is a sequel, and that the third movie will be where, Isla Fish's character meets up with Amy Adams' character, and they meet and deal with the fact that everyone keeps mistaking them for the same person.
I just have to say, there's a lot of Enchanted fans out there, Yael, a lot of them, and they've been dying for an Enchanted sequel. So if you're telling us that Godmothered is our sequel, people are going to be really upset.
I'm saying this is the natural second story, and the third story will tie it all together. It's like Split, and how that tied together Unbreakable and that other one. I think that's what it is.
I have no idea what you're talking about
I'm connecting horror movies to Christmas. Yeah,
that's so completely over the head. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I really did like Godmothered. It's just the concept of it, the one paragraph pitch that we've had for the last 4 months, my head expected something entirely different. So I just went in with like different expectations that weren't met. Mm-hmm. They also, we weren't going to include this in holiday content because I didn't feel like it needed to be. But then that one paragraph synopsis of the movie is like set at Christmas time. And I don't really feel like it needed to be set at Christmas. It doesn't really touch too much on Christmas. So while if that's the only condition is that it has to be during the month of December to be a holiday movie, then we have so many other things we need to be including.
Yeah. You know how I feel about holiday movies. I genuinely think this could have been set any time of year and the story would not have changed a bit.
No.
So I really enjoyed it because of how little Christmas had to do with it.
Well, there you go. Awesome. So that's our little rant and our last little bit of holiday cheer for you guys for this year. We are going to do a little special episode soon of us possibly opening some Hanukkah gifts for you guys related to streaming shows that we love. But then after that, I promise, no more holiday content until 2021. Okay, well, it's me. I don't entirely promise that. I might reference
I don't believe you.
But we want to thank you guys so much for watching Streaming Wars this year. We still have our end of year best of 2020 to come, and then we will be taking a small hiatus until next year. But thank you so much for being here, and we hope you enjoy some of these holiday picks. If there's a holiday film you have discovered from one of our shows, please let us know in a comment.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to that hashtag show so you do not miss our wrap up for the year and when we return in 2021. See you later.
Bye.